Hello, beautiful people. Now, I want to make this video, and there are a couple of things that I want to address, but it's one is about the early access keys, right? And the other is just about some gameplay and just stuff that I see, that I personally think that it's absolutely BS to. Anyway, so let's start with the early access key. If you have purchased a supporter pack, right, or you have been invited to a Path of Exile, with the early access thingy, which means that you've spent more than $480, right? And they've sent you an invitation, an early access key. Go to Path of Exile or pathofexile2.com, log in to the website. It doesn't matter which one because they both right now lead to pathofexile.com. So it doesn't matter which one you choose. Now, Path of Exile 2, once you log in, the messages are here. Click on it. It's going to take you to Path of Exile, right? The messages on Path of Exile are right here. So it doesn't matter which website you use. Now, if you purchase a supporter pack, the emails will look like this. Your Path of Exile purchase, right? So click around and find it. Now, if it's the last thing that you've purchased, it's going to probably be on the top, right? But I said click around because if there is probably a possibility where someone has purchased a supporter pack and then went to play the game, right? And they played, and there was a sale and they bought something else, right? And now this early access key, supporter pack, right, that they've purchased is probably somewhere down. So click around, it's quite obvious, you'll see it. It's there, it's quite obvious which email it is. Just click around. Now, for those who have an invitation like me, because now I have two keys, because I have purchased a supporter pack and I've spent more than 480. I'm trying to speak fast here. I have two keys. Now, if you click on this email, this is where you need to go. Now, probably there is a button, if you hover over something, I don't know where it is, I don't care. I just go right click, go to, I select this, right click, go to page, and I go to basically this page. Now, once you're here, I have the Steam and the Path of Exile client, right? Now, I don't have the Epic game one, but here is the thing, because some people have messaged me, and it seems like they have problem using the Path of Exile the Path of Exile client, right? So what I'm trying to figure out is if people or you, whoever has the Path of Exile client and has used the key, like redeemed the key, is it working for you? Because for me right now, right, if I try to redeem this key, which you can, by the way, just hover over shop, and it's here, redeem key, right? Press redeem key, paste your key here, check key. But right now, if I do this, right, I get this message. This key is not applicable to your account. Now, I don't know if it's because I don't have the client or if it's because the key, because some people have messaged me and they said that the key is not working for them as well, although they have the client, but I just want to see if maybe it's working for someone else or maybe not. So do leave me a comment because I'm quite curious about this whole situation and what's happening. Now, for those who have the, where is it? Of course, I'm going to mess up. It doesn't matter. We're professionals. For those who have the Steam client, right, copy the key, go to Steam, here where it says games. You probably can't see it. Let me just, okay. Here where it says games, click on it. Where it says activate a product on Steam, click on it, paste your key here, press confirm, and a message is going to pop up. It will say, thanks bro, December 6th we start smashing heads. Anyway, that's about it. Now, if you go to your library, right, you may experience something like this. Let me just, for example, like this. And you may be like, okay, I have Path of Exile, but I don't have Path of Exile 2, right? And as you can see, I have it here, but it doesn't show here. And it's because you have only the installed games, right? As you can see, this button show only ready to play games. Now, if you click on this, you can see Path of Exile 2 here. Now there are some announcements here. You can press on them, right? FAQs, and on the FAQ, if you're interested, how to join early access, purchasing one of the new early access supporter pack, right? Or just spend $480, quite obvious thing. Now, with that said, this is how you basically get or redeem your Steam key. I don't have the Epic one, and I don't want to install the client, the Path of Exile client, because if everything works out, right, and there is no problem with Steam or whatever, I'm planning to give away this key, and because I'm not going to use it, right? Why do I need two keys if I already have the game on Steam? So if everything works out, and I can play the game, I'm probably just going to make a video with this key, just free key, whatever. I'm just going to post it there. Whatever happens, happens. If someone finds it. And that's about it. I don't care. Because it's going to probably stay here forever and I'm not going to use it. So at least someone else can use it. Now, with that said, there is some drama, right? And Gussie TV is awesome. I like him a lot. But there is some drama about the WASD keys, which I personally don't understand what the drama is all about, because people are like, oh my god, WASD is the worst thing ever, we cannot play like that, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, so if you go on what was his run, Crouching Tuna 8 months ago, right, had a run with the Ranger, I think it was. Now when he starts, a message pops up and it asks him WASD mouse, right? So you have a choice, and I feel like people like to make videos about total bullshit and just make videos about total bullshit, because you have the options, right, to choose buttons, right, WASD or mouse. Why are we bashing something that you can just, if you don't like, WASD, you can go with mouse? And I think that most people will go with mouse because, let's face it, we play with mouse, like most of the Path of Exile, I have like almost 7,000 hours. I've played with mouse. Like, probably it's going to be really strange to go to, WASD in movie and stuff like that. I don't know, but I'll try it. Why not? It's not a big deal. If I don't like it, I'll just change, and that's it. I continue with my life. Now there is some drama as well. I see a lot of people making builds already, all kinds of stuff. Now for me personally, I'm trying to approach the game with as little information as possible. I watched the trailer, and I watched probably after the trailer of Path of Exile, right? I have probably like 1 hour maybe, just videos that I've watched, and just random things, just opinion based, not about gems, not about builds, nothing like that, because I feel like, for me personally, I want to approach the game with as little information as possible, because I want to experience the game through myself, right? And have this wow, I don't know, this wow, like the magic. And what I feel right now is, for me personally, right, is that if I start watching videos and I'm like, okay, so I know this gem, I know this, skill tree, I know this build, this ascendancy, whatever, right? And I can start like piecing the puzzle together. And then when I go inside and I'm like, oh, I know this skill, so I have to connect, combine it with this skill, and then I have to go and I know this boss, and I already know the mechanics and how to fight him. And it's like, I feel like it just takes away from the, let's say, from the joy of having something new to experience. Now this, for me personally, everyone is free to do. I'm not saying I'm right? I'm just some random guy on the internet. But I just feel like people need to calm down. There is a lot of total nonsense that I see right now. A lot of stuff is popping out. People are complaining that there are nodes on the skill tree that gives way too much stats, and I'm like, yeah, maybe it does, because it's an early access. They're literally releasing it in a couple of days. Now, Path of Exile 2, Path of Exile, right, has been and is still being updated, and new stuff is added, they're changing, removing, right? But for some strange reason, it seems to me that it's like people act like Path of Exile 2 has to release as this perfect, polished game. And I feel like they forget that it says early access, right? It's not like already done. Are they not going to adjust, update, change, modify? You know, they will probably do that, right? I mean, if Path of Exile has been changed and updated and all kinds of stuff, I don't know. So I just don't understand what's the big deal behind, oh, this skill node, this thing gives so much, this doesn't give too much, you know, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, once we all together go inside and they have all the data they need, they'll be like, okay, guys, those people, you know, we have 200,000, whatever. I think the most player base that I've seen is 270 or something. I know that I was waiting for one league. I was on 100 and something thousand spot. I don't know what it was, 163 or something. It was crazy. But even, you know, 100,000 people, if they join the league, which join the game, right, which I think there will be way more, they'll have a lot of information, a lot of data, right? They can actually go and say, okay, we have all this data, let's figure it out now. Now those people get too much energy shield, let's, you know, change the nodes, let's change this, let's change life, let's change damage, let's change gear, let's change that, you know, and they're going to adjust it. But right now, I mean, it's not everyone, but we just like to say everyone, right? Everyone is acting like it's awful. It's OP, it's not OP, it's whatever. I'm like, just be happy. Those people, you know, made Path of Exile 2, made a game, you know, they will have problems, it's obvious. I don't think any game, you know, is perfect. I've seen a lot of games that claim to be perfect, and after a couple of, you know, months, there are a lot of glitches. Even at the beginning, they find a lot of glitches. It doesn't matter. So for me personally, I just don't see why so much drama about something that's basically no drama at all. I just don't get it. I personally have no idea. But what I have idea is that at December 6th, probably the servers will crash a lot. I hope they don't, and I hope that my work schedule, I haven't checked yet, but I hope that I can play. And I'm just going to try to experience the game through my own eyes, through my own experience, and just enjoy something new, right? From a company that I personally have spent almost 7,000 hours. I enjoy quite a lot. I still play the game, and yeah, so that's about it. I guess that's a rant or whatever you call it. But for me, there is just a lot of bullshit, and I just don't see why people. I mean, I know why, because it's YouTube. People want to get the views, but it's just nonsense. It's just nonsense. Anyway, enjoy your day, have fun. I hope you're excited for Path of Exile 2. I really hope that everyone is excited, and yeah, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be amazing. Anyway, have fun, enjoy your day.